5 seconds later, the police lights come on behind us. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Janae. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. So y'all, as y'all can see by the title, I got a very silly, goofy, juicy story time for y'all today. And if you guys enjoyed the story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on my social media at Janae_. I'll insert it right here in the video, and let's get into the story. So y'all, in this story, this is about the time where I went out of town and got into a little something with my family members. Okay, so let me just give y'all the whole rundown on the story. This happened this was a while ago. This is probably, at this point, this was like 2 years ago, and I was in Pittsburgh. I was in Pennsylvania, and I was there visiting my family for Christmas. I think we came there on the 24th. It was me, my dad, my mom, and we came to my uncle's house. My uncle and my grandfather both live in Pennsylvania, so we came to their house. They live together. We came to their house or whatever, and we were staying, I think, just like the weekend, like just for the holiday and stuff like that, because my dad lives in Texas. So my dad would fly in for the holiday, come to where I live at. I don't live in Pennsylvania, but come to where I live at, and then we would drive to Pennsylvania to see my other family members. So y'all, this is what happened. We went there. Now anybody who know me knows that, you know, I smoke a weed. I smoke a lot of weed, but okay guys, so I was out of town. I don't remember, like, normally like ever I go, I usually keep that bag on me, y'all. Like, I keep that bag on me. So I don't know if I had some bag or not. I think I probably had like a little bit left or something like that. So we go to the house or whatever, and my dad told me, like, my dad smoked too. So my dad had told me, he was like, and I'm grown, y'all. This little disclaimer, I know I look young and stuff, but I'm grown, y'all. Like, I'm grown. Because y'all probably like, what? Like, where is this story going? Ain't you a kid, girl? No, I'm grown. Okay, so, and I was grown when this happened too. But, so, we were at my uncle's house just chilling or whatever. My dad told me, like, you can go, you know, kick it with your cousin for a minute. My cousin on my dad's side, I don't have a lot of family on my dad's side around my age. I'm like one of the youngest. So my cousin, she is, I think she's like 24 or something like that. She's a school teacher or whatever. So my dad's like, yeah, just go kick with her in the car real quick. I'll be down there in a minute. We're gonna go, you know, he said he was gonna, I guess, go cop some. And then, you know, we was gonna roll up or whatever. Like, cause my cousin, she smoked too. Like, she don't really smoke no more, cause like I said, she a school teacher, but she like smoke on like special occasion types like that. So, you know, I hadn't seen her in a while, so I went in the car with her. I chilled. I finished like the rest of my blunt. It was really small. It was basically a roach by then. So that was what I had left. Me and her finished that or whatever. So after that, my dad and her brother, which is my cousin, let's see, I'm gonna get them different names in the story. I don't want to tell their real names, but my cousin, I'm gonna just name my cousin T, and that's her brother, and I'm gonna name her A. That's her, and my dad is gonna be that, and I'm gonna be me. So, all right. So after me and A got finished, you know, with the roach or whatever, I had put it in this little plastic water bottle. Keep this in mind. This is important in the story. I put it in this little plastic water bottle or whatever, you know, so it fizzled out. It was done. Like I said, it was a roach. So after that, they live on a hill. So my dad's walking down the hill after I'm done. He get in the car or whatever. They had went to go cop the weed or whatever. So we, my dad asked my cousin, hey, my dad, let me give y'all a visual. My dad and T are in the back seat, and me and A are in the front seat. She's driving, I'm in the passenger seat. My dad's sitting behind me, and T, her brother, is sitting behind her. So my dad's like, where are we gonna pull to, you know, to roll up and smoke or whatever, where are we gonna go to? Because my dad is like really familiar with their town, but not as familiar as she is, because she's lived there her whole life. My dad used to live in Pennsylvania, but she's been there her whole life, so she doesn't live there anymore. Well, at least not in that city. So she says this one little place. I forgot what it was. I know it wasn't a church because that's foul. I forgot what it was where we pulled to, y'all. I cannot remember. It was a store that was no longer in business, I think, or something like that. Red flag number one. Red flag number one, okay? So she pulled there. My dad is like, are you sure like this is cool to smoke right here? And she like, yeah, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. My dad like, you sure? And then her brother was like, yeah, you sure you don't want to pull somewhere else? And mind you, her brother is already at this point like drunk as fuck. Like my cousin, he get throwed, y'all. So he was already like drunk as fuck at this point. But even he asked her, he's like, you sure you don't want to pull somewhere else? And she like, A is just like, oh no, we cool, we cool, we cool. So everybody like, okay, she from here. She knows what she talk about. I don't know why I'm shaking my foundation up. It just looked so nasty, like it was all sitting at the bottom. But so she like, no, we cool and stuff like that. So we sit right there. They roll up or whatever. So we start smoking. So we just smoking, chilling or whatever, just kind of talking, like just what you've been up to and stuff like that, because we don't see them often. I don't really see my dad like often. So we're just all conversating, whatever, laughing, getting along. So we put it out. We did not smoke the whole thing. We put it out. We smoked about half of it. So after we put it out, we were taking T to his mom's house, who lives in, I believe, the next city over from where we were. So keep in mind, these aren't really cities. These are like boroughs. They're very, very small. They're not even cities. They're so small that everybody knows everybody. When I say everybody, I mean like it's only about so big. Like the whole town you can see out your window. You can see the whole town out your window. It's that small. It's very small. So it's only like, it couldn't be any more than like 20 streets or so, something like that. So we pull or whatever. We pull away from the area. And so we're pulling. As we're pulling away, I wouldn't even say 10 seconds. My dad is like, oh, did you cut on your lights? And so A says, oh yeah, I was just about to do that. A cuts on her lights and proceeds, and I kid y'all not even 5 seconds later, the police lights come on behind us. Y'all, when I say we had just got done smoking and this car was not aired out, nothing, like we hadn't even been done smoking for 30 seconds, y'all. So y'all know that car was freaking like fuck. So then the police lights come on or whatever behind us. So at this point, I'm not even panicking. I'm instantly irritated because I'm just like, number one, why the fuck would you suggest that we smoke here? Number two, how the fuck can you forget to turn your lights on? At this point, I'm irritated with A because I'm just like, you just being ditzy. Like, you just being fucking stupid. So y'all, the police lights come on. The half of the blunt, my dad, like I said, he was sitting behind me, so he like kind of ditched it out the window on the slide. And so, mind y'all, we had more weed on us. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it was at. I'm gonna let y'all like just keep listening to the story, y'all. Just keep listening. So we still have more weed. We still have more weed, number one. We were already high as fuck, number two, and the car smelled like straight bag, number three. What the fuck? So, and I'm already not in my home city, my home state, nothing, like, so I'm instantly just blue, y'all. So A is instantly panicking, like, as she should. No, not even as she should. I'm just joking when I say that, but I'm just saying, like, you the dumb one. Obviously, you gonna panic first. So she instantly, like, just panicking. So she pulls over, and I forgot what I said. I said something. I forgot what I said. Oh, first thing I said was, well, Merry Christmas. Because this was on Christmas Day. I'm like, well, Merry Christmas. Like, that's how irritated I am. When I get irritated, I get like super like sarcastic and sassy, y'all. So I'm like, well, Merry Christmas. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm at this point, I'm blue. So we pull over, whatever. Police get out the car. They come up to the car, of course, with the flashlights, and they flashing it all in our eyes and shit, just blinding my little high eyes. And so they're like, first thing he said, you know, he asked, like, I think he asked like where we were headed to or something like that. So she said she was headed to drop her brother off or whatever in the next city over at their mom's house. And the police officer, the second thing he said was, well, you know, obviously I can smell the marijuana. Like, I can smell the marijuana, so what's up? Like, you guys been smoking? Or A is like, no, we haven't been smoking or something like that. I forget what she said. I didn't say anything. Like, I'm so mad that I don't want to talk to nobody, get them lights on my fucking face, all that. Like, so I didn't say nothing. So they're like we can smell it, like you guys been smoking, obviously. I think she said like they've smoked cigarettes or something like that, and he's like, I can smell the marijuana, which obviously he's gonna be able to. We just got done. So at this point, he asks like, he asks to see her license and stuff like that. So he takes her license back, and she's just panicking. She's like, I swear to God, like, if I go to jail, and this and that and the third, you guys, like, she's like, she said something like, I'm not lying to the cops, y'all. I'm not lying to, like, this girl just instantly got to wigging out. She's like, I'm not lying to the cops. I'm not lying to the cops, guys. So I don't know. I don't care. I'm not lying to the cops, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, lie about what? Like, there's nothing to lie about. You have no drugs on you. She did not have nothing on her. I'm like, you don't have anything on you. And she's like, the first thing, this is what made me mad, y'all. This is what made me mad. First thing she said was, if y'all hide that in my car, I'm telling. Or she said something similar to that, like, don't y'all dare hide that shit in my car, or something like that. Like, girl, like, what? Like, who about to sabotage you like that? What grown men about to sabotage you like that? Like, girl, like, I know some people might do shit like that, but yo, my dad would never do no shit like that, and her brother do not get down like that either. So we were just all kind of just like, you know, just being calm about it. Mind you, I'm still not saying nothing. So the cops come back to the car or whatever, and he's like, first thing he did is ask my dad and my cousin to step out of the back seat or whatever, because the first thing that she says when she gets back to, oh no, actually no, he didn't. The first thing, this is what happened, y'all. He came back to the car. He asked my cousin to step out of the car for some reason. What she said, the first thing she said is, if they still have any more, because he said, is there any more? Do you guys still have any more? Don't lie. She's like, if there's any more, it's back there with them. It's in the back seat. Okay, so at this point I'm instantly irritated, because I'm like, if my dad go to jail on Christmas and I'm in town with this nigga, I'm gonna be blue. I'm about to be blue. So this girl, she gets to just running her mouth like a faucet. Like, if it's any more, it's gonna be back there with them. I don't know where it's at, but just check the back seat. If you're gonna check anywhere, check the back. Like, bitch, what? So then he tells my cousin and her brother to step out of the car. He looked the most suspicious, honestly, because he was already like drunk as fuck and slurring his words. So they tell him to step out first. They tell T to step out first. So they're questioning T. T's drunk as shit, and they're just questioning him like, so yeah, where's weed and stuff like that? Have you been drinking too? And he's like, first thing he said was, I've been drinking. And I swear to God, Lord, that's exactly how he said it. And at this point, it wasn't funny then, but now it's just funny, because me and my dad always just crack up so hard about this story now. He's like, I've been drinking. And so then he's like, he gets to like search and T or whatever. So she's going crazy. Like, he's searching him on the car, and she's going crazy. Like, I mean, screaming, crying. At this point, I'm instantly I'm irritated. I'm mad as fuck at this point. I'm ready to beat the fuck out of A. Like, I'm ready to beat her. I'm ready to box this bitch head off. Like, box this bitch head off. So she's like, please, that's my brother, please, I've seen this shit happen on TV. Like, bitch, how the fuck do you sound? This bitch literally said that, I've seen what happened on TV. I'm sorry, y'all. I cuss so much. I need to stop. I can't never tell a story. Anyway, this girl is like, I seen what happened on TV. I've seen this happen on TV. Please, that's my brother. Please don't do it. And don't do what? So at this point, I'm just like, I can't. Like, I'm never coming out here again. Mind y'all, did I come out? I did come out. I did come out there one more time after that, but it was she wasn't there. But so yeah, she's doing all of this, and at this point, I'm just so embarrassed. I'm just like, girl, like, stop. Like, stop it. So he's checking him or whatever. He's not paying her any mind. He's just like, he's telling her like, just calm down, just relax, you know. So then after that, they tell my dad to step out. So they're checking them, and the first thing she does is when they get out the car and they get to checking them in, she looks at me and she's like, Jernay, I'm so sorry. And I'm looking like, I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, yeah, me too. Sorry I fucking came here. Like, I'm just leaning on the window, looking out the window like, what the fuck did I get myself into fucking with these niggas? So she's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't say anything. So they came back to the car and they then asked us to get out. Okay, so at this point, one cop is like, you know, searching them down still, and the other cop is searching the car. So mind y'all, the water bottle that I had, that I put my roach in, I told y'all at the beginning, is still in there. So they're searching the car or whatever, and they're all in her trunk and all in her backseat. Just, you know how they do, just being extra. So they pulled out this water bottle, and they were so hell-bent on this water bottle for some reason, like it was some type of evidence. Mind y'all, this was a roach. This is gone, like gone. You cannot see, you can't see nothing. Like, it's nothing in there. It just looks like dirt in a water bottle at this point. So they're just looking in there, and they're just like literally analyzing, like holding the water bottle like, this isn't water, this is moops, but they're just holding the water bottle like this, and they're just like, I know you guys have more. I know you guys have more. Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Where's the rest? And it's just like, oh, my hair came out, and I'm just like, y'all want some of that shit. Y'all want to smoke some. Y'all want to smoke some of that, don't y'all? Y'all want some of that. Y'all want to hit that, because y'all too thirsty. Like, y'all too thirsty. You want to hit it? You need that? Like, y'all wanted to. So at this point, I'm just like, wow, maybe you guys need some, because you guys are a little angry. So all in all, they're searching this water bottle so heavy, which I didn't understand, because it's like, there's nothing in the water bottle. What are you guys doing? They took the water bottle, y'all, like confiscated the water. Oh no, they gave it back to us. They were gonna take it, but one of the cops was like, no, it's no point. So they gave us back the water bottle. So we're standing out here. It was so cold, y'all. It had to been like, maybe like, I want to say less than 20 degrees. It was so cold. It was snowing, like, y'all, it was freezing out there. And we are in hillbillies land, in the hills. So, and mind y'all, now I think about it, these weren't even the police, I don't think, for that city. I think that was the next cities over, police, actually. So we're standing outside, we're cold, and I'm just like, I'm cold. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, when anybody say anything to me, like my dad was like, Jernay, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm fucking cold. Like, I was just mad that I'm cold and I'm out this car and shit. At this point, I'm not at home. So the cop, he asked for our ID. I did not have my ID on me, so I started, you know, giving him my information. And the street I live on is called Green something. I'm not gonna say the name of my street, but it's called Green something. And he was just like, what? And I'm just like, you can't hear green, da 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 da. And my dad looks at me like my daughter, like, my dad knows me, so he gave me that look like, oh my god, like, this about to go left with this cop, and I'm about to have to be his ass for my daughter. And I'm looking at the cop like, is you fucking stupid? And so he just looks at me and he's just like, okay. And so he takes a little piece of paper, my information, walks over and gets my cousin's information or whatever. So after that, he's like, my cousin is like, Jernay, do you want my jacket? And I just looked at her like, I'm like, or it was a cover in the car or something she said, and I'm just looked at her and I was just like, I want to go home. So he eventually, the cop is like, he's telling my cousin and my dad, like, you got your family out here in the cold, they're freezing, you got your family out here and whatever, and you're not gonna tell me where the rest is at, and da 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 da. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, mind you, my cousin, the one who's drunk, he's repeatedly saying out of his mouth, like, I smoked it all, I smoked it. They picked me up from the bar, I already smoked the weed. Nobody smoked the weed but me, and it's already gone. My cousin is literally saying this. So he was a save, y'all. I respected him so much after that. He took all the attention off of everybody else and put it right on him. He was like, I already smoked it. And he was just like, I smoked it. So we just like, did he smoke it? You heard him? Like, so after that, the cops are like, the females can get back in the car. So we get back in the car, whatever. And she's just still apologizing. Hey, I'm so sorry, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch, whatever. So we're like, about maybe like 15 minutes later or so, they let them come back in the car. They were harassing my cousin like crazy, y'all. My cousin T, they were harassing him like fucking crazy. Like, they checked him like 30 billion times. So when they got back in the car, the first thing, and they let us, you know, pull off. I can't remember if we got any type of ticket. I don't think they gave her a ticket though. No, they didn't. They didn't give her a ticket. So we pulled off or whatever. And first thing my dad said was, no, it's crazy, y'all, because me and my dad had this like fucking telepathy, like this father-daughter telepathy thing. And first thing, like we're from the hood. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but we literally like from the fucking hood though. So my dad, first thing he says is, oh, those cops had to have been rookies. And they like, T and A are like, oh, wow, what you mean why you say that? And I was like, and he was like, because like they were just pulling rookie shit. Like, they could have clearly found it if they wanted to. And they was like, what do you mean? And the first thing I said, well, as I'm leaning on the window, is, it's in your shoe. Every black person puts weed in their shoe. Come on now. Like, rookies is fuck, y'all. So my dad just bust out laughing, and I think that was one of our just, at that moment, it wasn't really, it was like, it was so irritating, but at that moment, I think me and my dad both realized those was one of those father-daughter moments that we'll never fucking forget. And so we both just kind of smirked to ourselves like, my nigga. Like, so yeah, after that, we kind of just went back to the house. I was really irritated, and I actually explained everything that happened to my mom, and she was just like, wow. And I'm just like, yeah, never coming here again. Like, y'all, what I tell y'all, that was the worst. They had to stay down the cold for so long. Like, I'm so fucking mad at A, because A just had me so fucked up. Like, she really bitched out. Like, she bitched the fuck out. She was just like, oh my god, I've seen this on TV. I think that's really what got me. And then my cousin, he was just like, because she was just like, they're gonna take us to jail. And then my cousin, and then he's just like, no, they're not. It's Christmas. We just like, I'm like, they don't give a fuck what day it is. Like, something told me like they wasn't gonna find it though, just because I'm like, I know my dad. And I had a feeling my dad was the one who was holding it. So I was just like, when you from the hood, you just know. You just been in enough situations to know certain things. Like, when to do certain stuff and when to not. I'm just put it like that. So yeah, guys, that was a time about how on Christmas I almost got my ass through in the slammer. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment for sure. If you don't do nothing else, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments, has anything like this ever happened to you guys? Have you guys ever got caught with drugs on you by the police, or have ever been around a situation similar to this? Let me know down below in the comments. I need to know how much shit like this is happening to other people, y'all. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys made it to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
You can get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they sucked it up, I got them on it. I bought a new Patek, I had the white, so I two-toned them. Taking